And now another edition of the King's Commentary. Well, hello there, and welcome to another exciting edition of the King's Commentary. Allow myself to introduce myself, even though I don't have to. I am the monarch of all of the Mizarchs out there. I am the Emperor of Entertainment. I am the Tyrant of Trivia. I am the Overlord of Overachievement. I am the Kaiser that keeps it real. I am none other than the King of the Marks. It is I, King Dangerously. Now, today, as you know, you see behind me, there are two thrones, not just one. And it is a special edition of this King's Commentary. The reason being is because today is the official coronation of the man who defeated the peasant. I am talking about none other than Fresno Kid Josh in the finals of Season 2 of the King of the Marks tournament. I'm talking about my very own brother. I am talking about the member of the ring crew, a member of the dynasty. I am talking about the man known as Armbar Salazar. Now, if you listened to that episode, he defeated the peasant himself in spectacular fashion. Then, at the very end of that episode, the man known as Armbar Salazar, your new King of the Marks, he challenged your Royal Highness, King Dangerously, in what would to be known as the King of Kings match. Now, I will not get into that because I do not want to spoil what happened in the Season 2 finale. And in that Season 2 finale, as I have said, Armbar Salazar did go on to become king. Now, in Season 1, I was given no coronation by that horrible host, Brent. I was just simply handed this title, and that was it. Now, when you become King of the Marks, it is something very special. And now, since that horrible host himself, Brent, did not do that for this king, I will be doing it for the new king. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce your Season 2 King of the Marks. I'm talking about none other than Armbar Salazar. Armbar, please, come on in here, my good sir. I would like to, first off, shake your hand.
Thank you, King. I appreciate this.
Now, 3 rounds, 3 opponents.
Yes.
One of them was one half of the worst looking everythings. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Jason Hastings. Now, if you have been following the King's Commentary, which I know you have, that good sir, has been banished from the Kingdom of Dangerously, from the King of the Marks tournament. But we won't talk about that peasant any longer.
I beat him, and I took great pleasure in beating him.
This is true, and the king enjoyed that very much so. Now your second opponent. 1/3 of this legendary ring crew, your very own flesh and blood. I'm talking about none other than the elder statesman of this ring crew. I'm talking about Radar Salazar.
Yes, King, that one hurt my heart very much, but it had to be done.
It had to be done. And as you know, I predicted brother versus brother, and I also predicted that one of these brothers of destruction would be in the final. Now, you did advance into the final, and you went up against the man known as Fresno Kid Josh, the peasant himself, and you, sir, you did defeat him, and of course, that led him for me to send him to that place where everybody goes. He was banished from the Kingdom of Dangerously, from the King of the Marks tournament, and that led you to victory. Now, as I have said at the beginning of this King's Commentary, when I won, I was giving no coronation. This time, it was the king's duty, it was the king's honor, it was the king's pleasure to give you this coronation, present you with the title of King of the Marks, to present you with a royal cape from my peasants who are seamstresses and seamsters, and it is my duty to give you a crown filled with gold and jewels. Now, King, is there anything you would like to say to the peasants, the people who doubted you, your former opponents, that horrible host? Is there anybody and anything you would like to say?
Well, King Dangerously, thank you again for having me in your palatial estate. I see there's 2 thrones behind us.
There's 2 kings.
I can't wait to rule this kingdom with you. But like I said before, I am a man of few words. Usually I let my actions do the talking. But this time, everything that I have to say is under this coat.
Ooh. King, you have said it all. Now, before we move on to the presentation of the crown, I don't want to confuse the audience. I don't want to confuse them. So, when you and I are together, I will be known as King Dangerously, and you will be known as Czar Salazar.
Correct.
But when you and I are apart, I'm giving you another name, and it will be King Armbar. Therefore, we don't want to confuse the audience. We don't want to confuse them. We are 2 kings, yes, but there can only be 1 king and 1 czar when you and I are together. Is that okay with you, King Armbar?
I take great pleasure in having those 2 names, sir.
Now, I would like to give you a royal cape made by my seamstresses and my seamsters. So if you would just hold on for 1 quick second, my good sir.
I'll just sit here and everyone can bask in my glory.
As you can see, it is a gold cape for a man who beat everybody this season, went undefeated like King Dangerously. So there you go, my good sir. I'd like to present you with this royal cape. Ah, yes. It's very good. Now, I would like for you to just stand right there, King Czar, if you will, as I present you with the crown, gold, jewels. There you go, my good sir. Ah, it fits perfectly. And before we go, don't forget your scepter. Whoa, what's going on? Brent. Hello?
Hey, Davey, how's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. Just trying to catch some Z's here.
Oh, sorry about that. Hey, just wanted to call real quick and just thank you for being part of the King of the March tournament this go around. Believe it or not, the people actually really loved King Dangerously on the podcast.
King Dangerously?
Yeah, man, King Dangerously, the monarch of all the Mizarchs, the emperor of entertainment.
I don't really know what you're talking about right now.
Come on, man, quit messing with me. You know, all these gimmicks you came up for yourself, the tyrant of trivia, the overlord of overachievement, plus the millions of other ones that you came up with.
Those actually sound really great, but I really don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Anyways, I just want to say thank you, and maybe you should give your doctor a call.
Okay, thank you, but I don't think I need a doctor.
Well, okay, but thank you, and but seriously, call your doctor.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to bed because, again, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Alrighty, well, good night then, King. Have a good one.
Oh, okay.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line.